What's up, everyone? It's time once again for a weekly watch list. What this is the exact levels slash zones I'm watching for the upcoming week and how I'm going to trade them. Let's get right into this. I'm going to start by saying this is election week, so it might not be a bad idea to be extra picky and maybe size down a little. I'm not having any open swing trades or anything this coming week. I will be day trading, but that's it. So let's get right with this. So the levels and zones are a little weird this week. We're kind of in a weird area. So basically, this zone here is going to be key. We're either going to come back up. We can look for a possible reject here again, but if we have strength, we could break above it. Wait for that retest for a possible call entry. And if you only trade ES futures, you can trade based off this level as well. And I also have some ES zones and some NQ zones for you all, so stick around for that. We got a zone way up here around this 584, and it goes down to that 583.1. I really like the zone for reject. If we get up there, I'll be watching it closely. We do have support right here, 568.5. We could watch for possible bounce for calls or ES loans. If we lose this, the nearest zone I have is going to be down here around this 566. I really like this level, so I'll watch it for a bounce as well. You're probably wondering, why you have zones here and a level here. When the levels are clear enough, for me to trade based off a, support line, then I will. But mostly, I trade supply and demand. I leave the support and resistance to SPX for the most part. But this week, for some reason, we got very clear levels. To be honest, I don't know what to expect with the election. I don't know if it's going to make the markets go up or down. I'm just going to treat it like every other week, create my supply and demand, support and resistance, and wait on confirmation at them key levels. Up next, QQQ. You can trade options or you can trade NQ futures based off these levels. Again, similar to the SPY chart in ways, but we got this 490 area for possible reject or NQ shorts, support at 483.75 for possible bounce. Then below that, we have room down to that 477.69. So if I was looking for a short entry here, it would either be rejecting this, break below retest, put entry for continuation. Okay, just so you understand that. Here are my SPX levels. They have not changed from last week. Basic support and resistance and areas of confluence still being respected for the most part. So I'm going to leave these up. If anything changes, I will update them throughout the week during the live. Okay, so here are my ES levels, zones. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, be sure you have the notification zone. I go live at market open, probably do it every day this week, live trading, free education. So be sure you have the notification zone. And if you're struggling with futures, you want something to try to give you an edge, help you out. I'm not saying to use this alone, but I have an indicator. It's called Grizzology. It's my own personal indicator I have helped build. Basically, looking for the confirmation I look for, it charts your zones. And once it confirms, it lets you know. So if you're interested in that, it's called Grizzology. Check a link in the description. These are my levels. If you want to get these on your chart and watch them, I will be watching these throughout the week. 5800 area, 5740 area. I know this is really close, but this is a very clear support. If you want to look at the 4 hour, you can see it on the 4 hour well at 5724. I'm not saying if you get into a drawdown, you should hold to that. But I'm just saying that's a possible area. If we lose this zone, this could be where we bounce. I'll be watching it closely. If we don't confirm here, I will be looking for confirmation here. And this bottom zone goes from 5678 to 5669. So I'm going to be watching that closely. And I'm going to be watching that closely. Up next, NQ. Here are my NQ levels for the coming week. I'm going to be watching this. If we do break above this, like I expect we do with any strength at all, break above retest, could watch for the bounce, but if we push up, I really like this area for possible reject. And real quick, you all have my levels here. Plenty of time to get these charted out. Kind of like to highlight them so you can see where they go from. But people, a question I've been getting, people have been asking me this question for years, but, it's been a lot here lately. People are like, how do you manage a trade? How do you hold your runners longer? How do you do this? It's simple. And trust me, sometimes I do sell my runners early, but I do allow runners to move. How you do that is, you get into a trade, you understand where you're trimming, you understand where your stop loss is. So once you take that first price target, that first trim, for me, that means I'm moving my stop loss up to my entry. That way, if it drops down, I lock in the profits from that, first trim. Okay, if it doesn't, if it goes up to my next price target, I trim again, move stop loss into profits at that point. It comes down, stops me out, it's okay. I locked in 2 nice trims, but if it continues going, I sell at that final price target, or you can hold as long as you can, as long as you're kind of watching it, managing your trade. Some people hold to the end of the day. I like to sell at my price targets and get out. I don't like to spend all day waiting on something that could or could not happen. Yes, you can do a trailing stop, but ideally, the perfect trade, we trade from zone to zone, from level to level. Okay? But that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Be sure to tune into my live trading this week. We have thousands of people that watch that, so check that out. Appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you next time.